I've been pretty busy lately. As you may or may not know, I've been purchasing a car. Me and Teresa have been purchasing a car. I shouldn't say I because it is, she is my wife and we do things together and we purchased this car together. What we bought was a Ford Edge ST and I like it a lot. She likes it. I like it. So we're pretty happy. We didn't pay what they list for, but it is what it is. But anyway, so in the last few days, I've been pretty busy doing that, and that takes up a lot of time. We spent at least 3 days doing that, not full days, but I didn't have time to really film anything because I don't know, just not filming anything. It's time consuming and it's nothing that is too super exciting that you all haven't seen before. So when you've seen it, it becomes redundant and people don't want to see the same thing over and over again. That's why you're watching this case combine cutting some pretty pathetic wheat, but I think it's a 40-foot header on that thing. But anyways, and you can probably hear William laughing in the background. Timothy and him are playing. Yes, Timothy. So anyways, what I wanted to say was I just wanted to talk about YouTube a little bit and how it's just not what it used to be. I've been watching some I guess they're kind of like podcasts, but they are podcasts. They're not kind of like podcasts, but they're podcasts that are put to YouTube. And, of course, they have to say their sponsorship stuff and all that, which is fine. I don't, that doesn't mean anything to me because I'm not taking on sponsors. I guess I could if I really wanted to. I'm sure there's some sponsors that I could go for, like Harry's Shave Club and things like that. And they get free advertising from it, but I just am not in the mood to do that. And it's kind of sad. I'm actually kind of sad about what I have to say because, I always said that I would do YouTube until it wasn't fun anymore. And, it is fun. It's fun to do the things that I'm doing right here, like, watching these boys go with these balers, and you're probably wondering why they're swerving so much. I'm sure you are. But they're swerving for a reason. The case combine shreds it up so fine and so tight. It's very dense, and it has to fill the bale chamber properly or the bales don't function correctly. So that's why they are the way they are. So anyway, so when I'm doing stuff like this, it's a whole lot of fun. There are views and scenes that you've never seen from me before. Maybe you've seen them in other video platforms, but you haven't seen it from me. And so when I say that YouTube isn't the way it used to be, it's true, because when I was looking at these podcasts, it's Pequea. I don't know if you've heard of that. If you haven't, check it out. It's four fellows. Woody's gamer tag, is one. He's the one that hosts it. It's Painkiller Anyone is really what PKE stands for, and it's Kyle from the FPS Russia. If you remember those from back in the day, they haven't done anything in years. There was a murder that had taken place on the channel, and the government kind of got after Kyle and took his guns away. They set him up. Let's put it that way. They took his guns. $400,000 worth of firearms were taken from him, and he ended up in prison, federal prison, for 29 days because of a possession of marijuana charge, which, from what I understand, was a setup, and he obviously got caught up in that. Well, to a point, he must have been looking to purchase it or something, because, if you're not into marijuana, you will not have it on your person, and you can't be set up by it. Now, there are internet scams, and there are people that will try to get you to do things online that are not kosher, which has happened to me. There's a few things. There was a few things that have happened, and I didn't fall for them, but they can happen, and you don't want them to happen. But anyways, watching this, I used to watch FPS Russia. I thought it was really neat, and the firearms and the explosions and stuff. And I did stuff like that. I did stuff like that before Kyle was doing that stuff, because I've been on here for 10 years. I think I was doing it before him. Well, let's put it this way. I was doing that stuff before I found FPS Russia. Now, they made a lot of money doing this, and, that gets the attention of some people. And whether they're good people or bad people, I don't know, but it does get the attention of people. Let's put it that way. And when that fellow was murdered, then I guess his name was Keith. He was murdered, and that pretty much put a damper on the pamper when it came to that channel. But there's other ones like Mr. Safety. He was another big time Charlie. He's quit now too. His channel was killed by YouTube, and it just became more work than it was fun, and the work wasn't paying what it used to, and he had to get a job. Another one was Fluffy Talks. Now, I don't know if he's still on or not. I haven't looked at him in a while, but these original creators, like David's Farm, that was a fun watch back in the day, and it's gone now. He turned out to be a pedophile, kiddie porn kind of a dude. But he did make some pretty good videos, and, they were fun to watch. And it wasn't that the video quality was good. It was really pretty shitty. I mean, the guy would just go get eBay cameras, and they were VHS cameras, and he would convert them to digital. It was like insane what he did to save $1. But you learned a lot from that guy. He was quite a mechanical genius. But anyways, kiddie porn and child stuff, that's not cool, so I stopped watching him. And then his channel obviously disappeared. One Pug Life and all those. What we were allowed to do, pretty much whatever we wanted, as long as we didn't show blood and guts and gore and didn't curse too much. But now, you can't even mention certain people's names, and your channel gets flagged, or your money gets taken away, or they just put you in the backside of YouTube where nobody sees you, and your content just gets buried so deep in the algorithm. Even if you had a video that could possibly go viral, it's not promoted by YouTube. It used to be that people would rate your video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. I still say those words, even though there is no rating anymore. It's comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. That's what I should be saying. Now, I was told that I should change my channel name. Change your channel name, and that'll make YouTube algorithm forget you, and then you can start over again. You retain your subscribers, but you won't have the bad stuff that you have been blacklisted for, like political language. Now, so every day I would get up, and I always had an idea as to what I was going to do for the day, and I would grab my camera and go at it, and I would set up a shot and do what I got to do, and everybody was able to enjoy it. So now, when I go to do this, of course, the criticism gets to the point where it's unbearable. I don't want to shut the comment section down because that just kills the channel too. I've pretty much given up reading a lot of them. And it just really is totally unbelievably sad that it has gotten to the point that I have to worry about every single word that I say, or I may be banned, shadow banned, blacklisted, shoved back to the backside of the algorithm. And I do so many different things on my channel that I think is really cool. I think it's cool, and I think the people that watch it think it's cool. And of course I have the people that think that it's just shit, but they're there every day, so it can't be as shitty as they think it is. And I got to watch my language even doing these, because if they hear the algorithm picks up too much profanity, they will stick you in the back. So I guess if I talked about God and Jesus and the Bible and stuff, then I might be able to move up a little bit. I know that there's a couple of channels that are not shy about their religion. They don't talk about religion much, but it is God bless, and be safe, and there's never a foul word, and nothing ever breaks, and nothing. There's no emotion, and that's what it boils down to. There's no emotion in a lot of those videos. And the other part that I really dislike about YouTube anymore is the fact that if you don't take on sponsors and you don't promote the, I guess it's sponsors, and you don't promote the, I guess it's just sponsorship, and you don't take on these companies, you don't embrace them with open arms as an influencer, because they're not calling us creators anymore. We are YouTube creators, but we are influencers. They've pretty much doing away with the creator part of it, and they're calling us influencers. Now, if you're not willing to influence like me, I am not going to take a piece of equipment or a product, put it out there, and say, you need to buy this because it's great. Well, it may not be great. And I'm not the type of person that is going to say, hey, this is great, without it being great. It's going to go through the testing process, my testing process, and if it's a good product, you'll see that it's a good product. I'm not a liar. I'm not going to lie about it. There's a lot of people out there that are liars about the products that they promote. I mean, I've seen one channel, and no, it's not Millennial Farmer, guys. But I saw one channel promote one product, and then like 6 months later, they're promoting the competitor's product as though it was the best thing since sliced bread. And that's just not good practice. And, it's just out and out lies. So we become influencers. I like creator better than influencer, because when I'm a creator, I create content for the masses to watch, the people that want to see it. It should be where it is. As my channel grows and becomes more viewed, YouTube used to take those views and convert them into priority. So the more views I got on a video would rank me higher, and I would be put to the forefront of the YouTube creator studio, or the creator, the homepage, And I've never been featured on a homepage. At least I don't think I was. I thought somebody told me one time, like 8 years ago, that I had made the homepage, and I thought that was pretty awesome. But that was when I was really the only farming channel out here, and yeah, it was really cool. I think I was still milking cows at the time, so I found it to be rather funny too. The video I did with they were cleaning the Krone baler, and I was talking about New Holland, and this guy made a comment about, oh, this dude doesn't even own or never has owned a piece of New Holland equipment, and he's telling everybody it's junk, and he's up there washing a Krone baler that he's going to put like 20 grand into. Well, I've owned them. I've run them. I've run Heston. I've run John Deere. I only demonstrated to John Deere. And what I liked about the John Deere, it was really a decent baler. What I didn't like about the baler was the pickup, and that's why I didn't buy it. And John Deere has corrected that. But there's a lot of John Deeres for sale with low bale counts on them, and there's a reason for that, So, yeah, there's a reason for that. Now, they still want top dollar for them because of the green paint, but there's a reason they're for sale for with only like 8,000 bales on them. But yeah, so there you've got that. So I'd rather be the creator that creates the content instead of the influencer that gets told what to put out there. I don't know if this is on a loop or not. I don't think so. I think this is a different. I did a lot of filming of this fella. This is Kent Farms down in North Carolina. They're harvesting this wheat. They had a hard time with their wheat. They got in late and it was wet, but yeah. So I don't know. I'm not quitting YouTube. I may slow my uploads a little bit because it's just kind of tiring to create, get criticized. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of great people that watch my stuff, get criticized, and then Google, YouTube, just pushes my videos so far back in the algorithm that I get only half the views I used to and 1/10 the money that I used to. And, you know, of course, I like to make money. Everybody does. I didn't start out making money on this, but everybody makes money on this. And now it's gotten to the point where I can't even buy new cameras, decent cameras, and, you know, to have the content. So, anyways, this is in no way a gripe video. It's just me voicing my concerns. Okay, so I mispronounced the Pequea. It's Pequea, not PKE. I don't know why I said E, but I've watched those podcasts for several years now, actually, and I don't catch every one of them, and I don't watch the whole thing because they're like 4 hours long, and I just, you know, unless I'm out in the field doing something, then I can put it on and, you know, listen to it, and it'd be fine. But Pequea, that's Woody's gamer tag. It's Kyle from FPS Russia. There's Tyler, which I don't know what his channel was, but they were all pretty much gamers back in the day. And, you know, gamers on YouTube back in the day. And it just, you know, everybody had their shtick, you know. I was farming, like M13. M13, I don't know if anybody knows who M13 is. He's still out there. M13 is a motorcycle vlogger, the motorcycle vlogger, in my opinion. What he would do was he had a helmet in his helmet because we didn't have these things where you could stick them onto your helmet. And when these things came out where you could stick them onto your helmet, the cops were pulling these guys over. But what he did, because it's an extremity that shouldn't be on your helmet. Now everybody and their brother, I see them all day, every day going with these GoPros. And I've seen so many motorcycle vloggers or motorcycle riders with these GoPros on. This is like 30 minutes of footage. That's it. So if you're only going to take a 30-minute ride, this would be your go-to camera to film everything. There are much better cameras out there for your motorcycle vlogging. You know, I'm not a fan of the GoPro. I really am not. I've got 4 of these things, and yeah, here's another one. I think here's one there. I've even got the Hero 2. I tried this as a 7 black, and I just don't like them. I like the quality of the video, but I just don't. The battery life is nothing. There's no, yeah, whatever. Anyways, with Pequea, Painkiller, I think it was Painkiller Anonymous or Painkiller Anyone. Just trying to go through here. See, I'm actually on the page, and I'm pretty sure, I always thought it was Painkiller Anyone. Pequea. Skip the ad. Let's give this thing here. It just doesn't, business at pkeaonline.com, patreon.com, Pequea, painkilleralready.net. Okay, so it was Painkiller Already. I don't know why Woody came up with that, but I would love to be on that podcast. I think it would be great. There's some language there's no language barriers there, which I absolutely hate on YouTube. You know, I'm old. I'm 47 years old. I've been on YouTube for 11 years now. And 11 years of being on YouTube, I've seen 99% of the changes. When I got onto YouTube, monetization was just coming out on YouTube. Now, everybody and their brother wants to come onto YouTube to be monetized. And, you know, Northern Farmer AB, he was on here before me, and he knows about it. There was no monetization. We did it for our own pleasure and our own enjoyment, and we got used to the money. You know, it's like crack. You know, you go out and you buy some crack for the first time, and you smoke it, which I've never done, but, you know, I've seen people. Heroin is probably the worst one. You're on heroin or crack, you know, and you can't get off. It's like, okay, so now they're scaling back the money to the point where I can't buy these anymore. I have my drone is here. I got a drone. I got all this stuff. I can't buy that stuff. I mean, I got gazoodles of cameras. This was a gift, you know. Just cameras and this computer and all this stuff. And that's what the early days of monetized money went towards. And then when we made good money, I bought houses. You know, I bought a couple houses. You know, that's just what I did. One house is not paid for, but the other 2 are. from YouTube. And, if you don't know about YouTube monetization, I made more money at 60,000 subscribers than I'm at 140,000 subscribers. 60, I figured when I got to 100,000 subscribers that I would be making $8,000 to $10,000 a month on YouTube. And when I did get to 100,000 subscribers, my monetization money was right around $4,000 a month, which is that's 48 grand a year, which was awesome, and it was all money that I just put away. I put that money into an account, and that was great. And then I bought this property and houses and stuff. The other house that's a local house. I'm moving Timothy into there in a couple of weeks. Hopefully in a couple of weeks he can move in. I got to get new windows and doors into it, and that sort of stuff. That's what I'm planning on doing. So with Timothy, now he's going to pay the taxes. I'll pay the mortgage. He pays the taxes and the insurance, and after a couple of years, if he can do that, then I'm going to have him move into the house, or he'll just take over the mortgage on the house, and then it'll be his house. Yeah, his house. It'll be his house for him to live in till the day that he dies, if he can keep it. But that's just the thoughts of it. If he can't do it in a couple of years, then he's going to have to figure something else out, because I'll pay the mortgage off. I got 2 years to pay the mortgage off, and then I bought it from a family member. But anyways, pay the mortgage off, and then when I get towards retirement age, I'll rent it out. He's going to have to figure life out, because I'm tired of taking care of a 25-year-old man. Life will just have to change for him. And I will sell the house, sell this house, that house, consolidate into a smaller house. William will be pretty well old enough that it'd be okay. And, retire at 60 some odd years old or whatever. Maybe not. Who knows? Right now I'm just tired. I guess the Lyme disease is causing me aches and pains, which I don't like. But anyway, that was it. So painkiller already. I thought it was anyone. Painkiller anyone. I think painkiller anyone sounds better than painkiller already. But and I know Woody watches some of my stuff. He likes to watch he did. He's probably no longer subscribed to my channel. But if he was, if he isn't, if he isn't anymore and he doesn't see this, could go over to Woody's gamer tag and say, hey, One Lonely Farmer wants to be on Pequea, and we'll see if we can get on there. I think it would be pretty good. I got a sense of humor that aligns with those guys, and they ask a lot of questions that I know the answers to. And when I watch these things, I'm like, God, that's so simple. How can you not know this? These guys are wildly successful on YouTube. And they were anyway. FPS Rush should know, and Woody is just doing Pequea, and he's doing the paramotor stuff, which I like the paramotor stuff. I love it when Woody flies up high and tells a story, and it's awesome. He's told some really good stories. So, anyways, if you want to go over to Woody's gamer tag and say, hey, One Lonely Farmer wants to be on Pequea, that'd be awesome too. So, anyways, I'll leave that to the end of it. And I'm just really displeased with the way YouTube has gone. It's gone to the influencer. If you go to your homepage, if you're a member, or not a member, but if you have a YouTube channel and don't create in your homepage, you'll see all the little propaganda stuff on the right hand side, and the creator courses and stuff that you're supposed to take. And I've taken a lot of them, and I've watched them. That's basically taking the course. And there are so many of them that I just I don't align with. I don't align with, hey, find yourself some sponsors and then sponsor them and you'll make more money. Or do this and you'll make more money, and do that and you'll make more money. And it's like, how's this sound? Put the advertising on like you used to do. Stop burying good channels in the back of the algorithm, like Live Each Day, which was Dude Likes Hella, which was Corey Williams, which was Mr. Safety, and SMP Films. Those guys, that guy, he's gone because of the YouTube algorithm. So, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed the footage. That's North Carolina footage, and I think that's how I'm going to put it out, is I'll talk while you guys watch, and maybe you'll enjoy that. So, enjoy.